So Chris, tell us about your work. What's behind it?
So the paintings, individually, all the paintings are actually. I looked at famous painters, like the masters, to get like a general sort of colour scheme and a general idea of where I'd place the colours. The artwork in itself is a lot about childhood, and because these days art is so deadly serious for some unknown reason, because art is a big expression of like the human emotion, and I feel that artwork these days is too serious and also trying to be something that it shouldn't be. The tank is an integral sort of part of this piece, because all the paintings have been created by the tank. I've used the tank as a paintbrush. I've laid the paintings, the canvases out on the floor and dropped the paint down, and then drove through the paint with the tank and a mixture of water. This first one, this is a William Blake called Ancient of Days. That's what it's taken from. So it's got like a similar sort of shape and form and colour scheme, but because of the fact the tank is really hard to control in mixing the paint and pushing it around, it's not going to look. I mean, that's the beauty of it as well. It's not going to look exactly the same, because I don't want it to look exactly the same. I want it to be more of an impression of that sort of painting.
Chris.
Yep.
This one.
This one.
Tell me about this one, because this is my favourite for some reason, just because of the colours.
It's just like a French landscape, even though it doesn't look anything like a landscape. It's just a landscape of like sort of a hilly sort of surroundings, and just the way that the tank forced the paint to mix together created this crazy abstract explosion of colour that you see before you. Because I like to inject sort of fun into artwork, because I don't think a lot of artwork these days has that sort of element in it. The tank is my tool for painting. It's my paintbrush. It's what I've used to make all these paintings. However, as it's got like more covered in paint and seen more sort of action, inverted commas, sort of a way, it's become more of a sort of piece in itself. So it's become covered in paint and it's became a piece. So I felt it needed to be included in the work. There was no way that I couldn't include it in the work. The T-Rex, because I did a bit of a comic sort of strip for a little bit as well. Because with this sort of work, it takes a lot of different turns and pushes. Originally at the beginning of the year, I was just making dens. I was making like bat caves and pirate ships. So it's a lot about regressing and being a child again and enjoying all these childish things that just fill you full of wonder. So I really liked dinosaurs when I was a kid as well. So it's a lot about me. Actually, there's a lot of me in this work. It's a lot of what I like to do when I was a kid, and it's more me being alright with being childish again, because I'm an artist and I can get away with being childish. It's probably the only sort of type of person that can get away with being incredibly childish. So why not? Why not do it?
Ready to go. Anyway, I'm Niall, I'm one of Chris's best friends. Got a funny story about the little dinosaur he's got here. Come on here.
Shall I just quickly
Not the Lego over, that's bad. There's a little dinosaur down there.
Yeah, we've seen him.
Okay. We're sitting in the middle of Weatherspoons. He's like, right, we need to go to Phoenix. I was like, why do we need to go to Phoenix? He was like, I've got an idea for the art. I said, right, okay. He says, I'm going to buy a dinosaur. I was like, you're going to buy a dinosaur? Why a dinosaur? He's like, well, why not? put it in there, put it next to a tank, it'll be cool, it'll be like Godzilla. I was like, really? So we finished up after a good 25 minutes in Wetherspoons. Fair amount of pints, and he goes in and he buys this dinosaur with its little moving mouth.
Were you helping him do it, or is he doing it?
No, we were just like, he was just telling me about some of the ideas he had. And like I said, he was originally just going to do the sort of photography stuff with the sort of the dinosaur being there with the tank, and he's clearly changed it because that wasn't something I was expecting to come out with. It's across the tyre tracks there. But I think he's probably kept the dinosaur there, you know, because that's kind of like probably where he started with the idea more than anything else.
You can see the tyre tracks.
Yeah. But if you look at all of them, when you go along, you've still got that.
Because I was debating it for a minute with Vinny before, because like I thought, no, there's no way that it's like this. But you look carefully, and it's going backwards and forwards, isn't it?
No, you can see across here. Like this one's probably the last ones, like you said, because we've got the blue across the tyres there. But if you come to this one here, he was talking about using water across it. You can't really see the tyre tracks as much, but you can see maybe the water's thinned it out a little bit. You know, you can see where he started from and where it's kind of changed a little. Yeah, it's kind of changed a little bit. You know,
but if you slightly change the direction of the tank and go backwards and forwards, then you're going to get this, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff. You know, I mean, he's been really clever with it, and it's nice because we were talking about this, you know, a good 3-4 months ago, and it's just good to see how he's sort of developed the idea. Again, he was looking more at the sort of little toy soldiers and stuff like that, and adding that to it. But he's just literally gone.
He didn't do the soldiers thing. He did Lego, and
well, no, he was.
Unfortunately, he needs lifting up to see the Lego.
Well, no, originally as well, he was actually looking at, you know, the little green toy soldiers he used to have, like in Toy Story. He was using a lot of them as well. But
we have.
From when we were talking, it's changed a lot. Like the ideas, generally speaking, have changed. But I think it's changed for the better because, like, the stuff that came out is fantastic stuff. I mean, the colours, the colour schemes. You know, it's a beautiful piece of work. So it's all good.